Today's video is on exponential growth and decay, and these two formulas up here, these are what you're going to be using today. So for growth, the only difference between growth and decay is growing is adding, decay is subtracting. That's the only difference between them. In both of them, A is the initial amount or the starting amount, and R is the rate. It's usually written as a percent, but you need it in decimal form. So in decimal form. And X is the number of time intervals that have passed. So it could be years, it could be months, days, weeks, whatever. Okay? So let's look at the first three down here. Number one says, does this equation represent growth or decay? Well, in here it's plus or minus, and that's usually going to be a decimal. That's actually always going to be a decimal. In this case, this 1.23, if it's over 1, that means it was growth. This basically means this was 1 plus 0.23. So in this case, this is growth. What is the rate of growth or decay? It's this right here. It's that 0.23, but we're going to write it as a percent. So this is 23%. What is the initial value? The initial value is that first number right there, that 225. So that was the starting amount. And then it says evaluate for x equals 2. So this is when you're going to do 225, or y equals 225, times 1.23 to the second power. So on your calculator, 225, 1.23, and then to the second power. Okay. So that is, I'm just going to round to the nearest whole number, and I'm going to have you do that today on everything. So we'll round to 340. And normally for your answer you would put units, but in this case it wasn't a word problem, so we don't know what the unit is. Okay, let's look at the second one. Does this represent growth or decay? Is that number above or below 1? 1.06 is above 1, so this one is also growth. What is the rate of growth or decay? Take out that 1 and you have a 0.06, which is really 6%. You can get that by either moving the decimal place over 2 places to the right or multiply it by 100. And what's the initial value? 154. And the last one is this growth or decay. This one is decay because it's less than 1. And to figure out what the rate was, you need to do 1 minus that number. So 1 minus 0.57 is 0.43, and so that's going to be 43%. So it's a 43% decay. What's the initial value? 35. And evaluate for x equals 3. So now you're going to put into your calculator 35 times 0.57 to the third power. And I'm going to round that to 6. You could put 6.5, but I already told you to round to a whole number. So, okay. Now we're actually going to get into some word problems. We're going to do, it looks like, 6 word problems together. Okay, number 4. It says a zombie infection in Duluth High School grows by 15% per hour. The initial group of zombies was a group of 4 freshmen. How many zombies are there after 6 hours? So first you need to write your formula. It might be helpful for you to write out what A equals, what R equals, and what X equals. I'll do that on a few of them to begin with. So A is the starting amount. What did we start with? The initial group was 4 freshmen. So A is 4. And the rate is 15%. And I'm going to rewrite that as 0.15. And X is the time, and it was 6 hours. Okay, let's set up the equation. That's Y equals 4, and then inside parentheses, this is, it grows. So we're using this, this formula right here, 1 plus that 0.15. 1 plus 0.15 to the 6th power. And if you want to, instead of writing 1 plus 0.15, you could have just written 1.15. That's okay by me. So let's do this. 4 times 1 plus 0.15 to the 6th power. I'm going to round that to 9. So our answer is Y equals 9 zombies. Okay. Let's look at number 2. It says Ryan is saving for his college tuition. He has $2,550 in a savings account that pays 6.25% annual interest. Actually, let's skip that one because that one doesn't give us how many years we're looking for. So let's just skip that one. I know you're so sad about that, but let's skip it. I'm feeling lazy today. Okay, here's a better one. Actually, let's scribble out this one too. I'm scribbling these out because it doesn't have the amount of years or days or whatever, but number 8 will work for us. Okay, number 8, there are 128 teams entered in a basketball tournament. Half of the teams are eliminated each round. How many teams are left after 4 rounds? So hopefully you know half is 50%, by the way. So let's start with A equals R equals X equals. So A is the starting amount. Starting amount is 128. And then R is the rate, which is 50%, which I'm going to rewrite as 0.5. And X is 4 rounds. And this is decreasing now, so we're using the decay formula. So now it's Y equals, the starting amount is 128 times 1 minus 0.5 to the 4th power. So 128 times 1 minus 0.5 to the 4th power is 8. So Y equals 8 teams. Okay, number 10. The population of a city of 750,000 people is devastated by an unknown virus that kills 20% of the population per day. Ooh, that's sad. How many people are left after a week? So hopefully you know there are 7 days in a week. Yeah. We might actually be, well, yeah, we'll change that to days. I had to think about that for a second because it says 20% per day, so we need it in that unit. So 7 days will work for that. So our initial amount is 750,000. Our rate is 20%, also known as 0.2. And X is, we're going to use 7 days because we need that in the same unit. And this is decay because we're losing people. So that's 750,000 times 1 minus 0.2 to the 7th power. I'm going to round that to 157,286. That's really sad. Sorry for such a depressing problem on a Monday. So that many people are left over after 1 week. Okay, last one that we're going to do. You can try this on your own if you'd like to pause it. It says a new iPod is estimated to lose 25% of its value every 6 months after purchase. How much is the value of an iPod that costs $299 after someone has owned it for 2 years? Okay, so notice this is months and we're in years. So 2 years equals how many months? Well, there's 12 months in 1 year, so 12 times 2 is 24 months. And I don't think I gave you one like that on your assignment today, so don't freak out. So our initial amount is what it cost, so that was $299. And the rate is 25%, or 0.25. And X is going to be that 24. Y equals 299, 1 minus 0.25 to the 24th power. After 2 years, it's worth 30 cents. That's sad. So for this one, I'll just round it to 30 cents. So after you've owned an iPod for 2 years, it's worth 30 cents. Okay, so something didn't seem right about that, because it should be worth more than 30 cents. So as you can see, I am whiting stuff out. You're going to need to erase stuff, because after I thought about it more, it's for every 6 months it goes down 25%. So instead of 24 months here, how many pairs or how many groups of 6 months are there in 2 years? Well, there's 2 each year. And since it's 2 years, that's 4. So there's 4 6-month periods. So really our X should have been 4. My bad. Hopefully you didn't have to erase too much. But hopefully this number will get us a more realistic number, because an iPod should be worth more than 30 cents. So $2.99 times 1 minus 0.25 to the 4th power. You can actually see my answer right there. I already tested it out. 94.6, so I'm going to round that to $95. So I'm sorry. It's Monday, so hopefully you can see that that's 95. That is your notes for today. And what I need for you to do now is to pause this video, go get the notes off of my desk, and then come back and hit play so I can walk you through number 1 on your assignment. Okay, for there's 10 of these on your assignment, and I'm going to walk you through what I need you to do for these lovely things. So for this one, it says you buy a house for $130,000. It appreciates 6% per year. How much is it worth in 10 years? So first, I want you to write if it's growth or decay. If it appreciates, that means it's going up. If it goes down, that's depreciates. So this is growth. The initial amount is $130,000. The percent was 6%, and then change that to a decimal, that's 0.06. Then you write your equation. So this is y equals 130,000 times 1 plus 0.06 to the 10th power. Then over here you would write the answer. And round all of your answers to the nearest whole number. So this one is going to be 232,000 $810 for your answer. So you are going to do this on all of the